Hey guys, welcome back to the Harvest channel, and today we have a different video for you. It is a ranking tier list. We're going to be taking all of the Call of Duties from COD 4 to Call of Duty Vanguard and ranking them, putting them into tiers based on my opinion and my opinion alone. So if you disagree, that's absolutely fine. Leave it in the comments below. Only a small percentage of you are subscribed, so if you would like to subscribe, please do so. You can always unsubscribe if you want to, and it's free, so go for it. But let's introduce the tiers. Okay guys, first of all we've got top class. This is just for the Call of Duties that just have nothing wrong with them and should be remastered and made again very soon. Almost there is, you know, there was just something missing. Maybe the multiplayer was shit, the campaign didn't hold up, or the zombies or something didn't hold up, which is unlikely. The mid wasn't bad, it wasn't good though. I wouldn't mind playing again if I was bored, but I don't play it frequently. Bad, so poetically named. It's just a bad game. I'm not going to play it ever again. But it's not as bad as Dogwater, which should have never touched my screen in the first place. And yeah, there is one of those. But first up, we've got COD 4. Now, I didn't start with COD 4, but I recognise that a lot of people did and really enjoyed it. I played the remastered version when it came out, and I did enjoy it. It was a good Call of Duty, and it probably would have been even better back in the day. However, I didn't play it very much, so I'm going to have to put it in mid. Nor bad, nor good. Probably would play it if I had the opportunity to. Next up, I don't know which one came first, and I don't know, so apologies for that. Call of Duty World at War, the first zombies. Absolutely insane, incredible, knacked, hit every single nostalgia point in everyone, I feel like. No perks, but that's okay. Some really classic maps. The multiplayer did hold up, and the campaign was really good as well. I'm not going to put it in top class though, because if you just look at the list objectively, I don't think it's like a top class COD. Obviously, it's a very good COD and holds a special place in many people's hearts, and probably a lot of people would put it in top class, but I'm going to put it in almost there, just because it's just not as good as some of the CODs that have come out. I feel like that's okay to admit. It's okay to really love something, but it not be the best. But moving on to that, those two have just done really quickly. You know, those are I've probably got least experience on those two CODs anyway, so that's why. Modern Warfare 2. I mean, this is perfect. This is a perfect COD. This literally served as a benchmark for Sledgehammer releasing every single Call of Duty afterwards. The classic guns, the ACR, the intervention. Have been remastered so many times, so many different ways. Terminal, Favela, Rust. It's just like maps, iconic maps that everyone still loves to this day. I feel like it's got to be top class. Like nostalgia wise, it just hits everything. The campaign, probably one of the best, even if not the best campaign that's out of the whole series. Some of the best moments of campaign. I played this game religiously when I first got it for Christmas. I think everyone would agree it's a top class game and would probably hold up to this day. Black Ops 1, again, it served as a benchmark for Treyarch's for every Treyarch game that's come out since. The zombies maps have still been remastered and redone to this day. Guns like the Galil and AK-47U are classics. The famous Call of Duty Black Ops is a goat of a game. Following a bit of a trend here, to be honest, I'm quite lenient with CODs. I've liked them all to a certain point, and then I've developed a hatred for some. But Call of Duty Black Ops, I think everyone can agree, the zombies just makes it hold up. The campaign also one of the best campaigns of the whole entire series. I think everyone can agree. It's a classic. But the zombies maps, Kino, Ascension, Moon, Shangri-La's a bit shit, but oh well. 5, Dead Ops Arcade, all classic maps that people love, so that's going top class as well. I'm sorry, but it is. These two right here are just the benchmarks for all future Call of Duty games that have come out. MW3. I don't remember much about the campaign. All I remember is that little girl being blown up that one time. But I don't remember if it had a Spec Ops missions, or co-op missions. But the multiplayer was incredible. I feel like it's quite an underrated game. Me and my friends played the shit out of the multiplayer when we got it in our little clan back in year 8. loading up this game was so good. Is it ill on the same level as Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops? I don't think so. I think it's an almost there, because it's just it would be a mid if I didn't have such a good time with this game. So the fact that I had like some of the best memories on this game, it goes in almost there. It could have definitely been a mid, but it's an almost there. It's going to be a mid because of the campaign and the special ops, or lack thereof. But the multiplayer was too good. I had too many good memories on Dome Demolition that it has to be up there. Unfortunately, no, fortunately. Black Ops 2. I mean, I don't think there's any complaints. This is a top class game. This is one of the best Call of Duties of all time. This is the first futuristic game spin they took on COD, and it worked so well. It took World at War Zombies and Black Ops Zombies and just even up the level on that, which I don't even understand how you do. Town, farm, transit, buried, Mob of the Dead, Origins. Like Mob of the Dead and Origins, two of the best zombie maps that have ever been created. Buried, very underrated map as well. Just everything about this game was just hit the nail on the head. I don't remember much about the campaign, but it doesn't matter because the zombies and the multiplayer was just on another level to any of the other games. To be honest, it's probably my favourite COD of all time. Is it the best COD? I don't think. I think there's one above it, but which will come later. But it is my favourite COD of all time, and it was the one I took the one I like maxed out completely. I think the first one I maxed out completely. Competitive also completely blew up on Black Ops 2. Competitive was on all these games, but it blew up on Black Ops 2. Moving on to the next gen, Xbox One came out, and along with it came Call of Duty Ghost. Underrated COD, I think. It was a bit of a filler because Sledgehammer was due to make 2 games in a row. So I think they were more focused on Advanced Warfare than Call of Duty Ghost. But nevertheless, Call of Duty Ghost introduced sliding and leaning for the first time, the MTAR, the Vector. The maps were the letdown for the multiplayer. I don't remember the campaign or any or the other feature, if there was one. But the multiplayer was really, really, really good. The competitive was also really good on this game. I think it was the first game that introduced Call of Duty MLG to the X Games. It's not going to go in top class. I don't think it's a top class game. I don't think it hits the same as these 3 at the top here, but I think it could go as an almost there. No, I'm going to go as mid. I do love the game, but objectively I think it's a mid game. I don't think it's at the same level as MW3 and Modern War, but I do think it's a good game. I mean, if people liked it a bit more, if it was a bit more well received, it probably would be up here. But I think objectively it's mid. I would definitely play it again if I was bored enough. Moving on to one of my my top 3 favourite Call of Duties, Advanced Warfare. People hated this game. I don't know why. It's got a really bad rep from the community over the years. It introduced jetpacks for the first time. It was actually my favourite movement system with jetpacks, which is different because no one liked it. It couldn't run on walls, and people liked it until Black Ops 3 came out, and then they were like, "Wow, this is bad." But I actually prefer the movement from Advanced Warfare, which is, feel free to disagree because I know a lot of people do. For me, it goes in top class. I mean, the first jetpack game, the BAO, the ASMR, were the only 2 with the only 2 guns in the game. But to me, it was so good. When I first got into game battles as well and started playing that, I had nothing to complain about this game. It was really good for me throughout that whole year. I think I played it every day. The customization as well is probably the best out of every single game. I don't think there's been a customization like it. It was like loot boxes and so much coming out of that game. So yeah, I think it's a top class game. There's room for disagreement though in that one. Black Ops 3, I'm swinging at top class. I think everyone agrees that Black Ops 3 is probably the best COD that has ever come out to this day. The jetpacks, the movement system was so smooth. The guns were all really, really good. The maps were perfect. The zombies took the Easter eggs and the storyline to a mad level. It was really hard to complete, but it was really good. Not that I ever completed it, but I know, but I've seen it done, and it looks terrifying. The gun, yeah, just like it was all really good. I don't think that anyone ever complained. You had special abilities, you had ultimate abilities. It just took COD to an amazing level, to a really good level. And I think that was the peak of COD, and it starts to go a little bit downhill from now on. But yeah, any COD that was going to follow Black Ops 3 was immediately going to be shit. But did Sledgehammer have to fuck up this badly with Infinite Warfare? It's the dog water. It's the dog water of Call of Duty. It is a terrible game. It took everything that was good about Black Ops 3 and failed to replicate it, and failed to do anything with it. The special abilities were dumbed down and boring. The guns were terrible. The maps were awful. It has been so badly received by the community. So yeah, it is the dog water COD. It is the shit that you never want to see again on your screen, and I wouldn't happily throw that in a fire. Following that, they had to release 2 in a row, which came, and everyone was begging to get rid of jetpacks by this point because people were sick of Infinite Warfare. So they brought out World War II, and everyone was really excited for it. But did it deliver? Not really. I mean, the multiplayer was very limited, the guns were very limited. However, the campaign was really good. I really enjoyed the campaign. Like, I would be a dog water game, but I think the campaign saved it. And plus, I don't think any game should be on the same level as Infinite Warfare. That's quite unfair, quite an insult. Yeah, World War II just was quite disappointing, really. It could have been a really good game. Everyone was expecting like World at War level and like trying to get that feeling back. Everyone was trying to get that feeling back of like having a classic COD, but it just didn't deliver, and it wasn't very good. Black Ops 4, very well received by the community. I only played for a few months. I didn't enjoy it that much, to be honest. The specialist abilities were kind of boring. It was like walls and tripwires and stuff like that, and I didn't like. I know competitively it was really, really good. People did really enjoy this game. The movement system was basically Black Ops 3 but without jetpacks, and it was a lot of people's. It was actually a lot of people's favourite CODs because it was so smooth and ran really smoothly. I, however, only played it for a couple months. If I gave it more of a chance, it probably would have been up there with top class or almost there. But because I didn't, it's gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna go mid, and that's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but oh well. So the next game is my baby. This is probably one of my most played CODs, except for Black Ops 2. I absolutely maxed out this game completely in Modern Warfare 2019-2020 lockdown. First lockdown hit, and there was nothing else to do but to play this game, and it delivered in every sense of the word. It really brought back the Modern Warfare 2 feeling, and it was very well received by the community. I'm not going to put it in top class. The reason being is because Warzone really bumped the game up. I'm going to put it almost there because Warzone really bumped this game up. If Warzone didn't come out, then Modern Warfare would have got boring eventually, and people would have stopped playing it. But people kept on playing multiplayer to up-level their guns, to play Warzone better, basically. So Warzone is going to go on top class, because once Warzone dropped, that was what everyone was playing. Half of my channel is playing Warzone with my mates, and that was all we could do through lockdown, and it got a lot of us through lockdown. So I think Warzone does deserve top class. It was their first battle royale, and they absolutely nailed it. And that's why Modern Warfare is almost there, but Warzone is top class. You know, they're both basically came out the same, but Modern Warfare's here. And then following that, you got Cold War. I hated this game. I didn't hate it as much as Infinite Warfare, but I didn't like the game at all. It basically take the name, put Cold War on Modern Warfare, and that's what it was. None of the guns were different. It didn't even give a feel of like a Cold War game. The movement was clunky. It was terrible. It's going to bad. It's definitely going to bad. I can't actually put it on the same level as those mid games. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just not there for me. And people might disagree, but I absolutely hated it. Call of Duty Vanguard. It's COD 4. I don't know why they've done it like this, done it different, but why they've done COD 4 twice. But we're going to treat it as Vanguard. No, I edit it. Let's do something with it. At the moment, I'm on the bad. It's on the bad side for me. I played it for the first 3 weeks, and I absolutely hated it. But as I've played it more, it's grown on me because I've started to realise that it is kind of like Modern Warfare, but actually in World War II, it's actually adapted to World War II, which is really good, which Cold War didn't do. So I'm going to put it in mid, mainly because, you know, I haven't played it enough, I haven't given it enough of a chance, so I need to play it more, and it is growing on me, so it probably could be an almost there. It's definitely not a top class game, but it could bump up to almost there if I played it more. I understand why people are enjoying it. I'm just not there with it at the moment, but I need to play it more. Just double checking the list. That seems good to me. I've actually put more in the mid section than I thought. I thought most of them would be in the almost there in the top class because I'm quite lenient when it comes to CODs. But I feel like I've given quite an honest review on a lot of these CODs. It's been quite a quick video, but I don't want to drag it out. Anyway, that is the tier list. Please feel free to put your agreements or disagreements in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you for watching this video if you've lasted this long, and see you later.